र हिजोदेखि हामीले कुराकानी गरिरहेछौँ कि यहाँहरूले जुन जे जति आइडिया हामीलाई दिनुभएको छ वा बिजनेसको रियल प्रब्लम्सहरू हामीलाई दिनुभएको छ वा यस्तो बिजनेसमा सोध्न पाए हुन्थ्यो भन्ने कुरा यदि केही छ भने क्लक बीलाई दिनुहोस् भनेर हामीले हिजोदेखि कुराकानी गरिरहेको थियौँ र यहाँहरूका केही क्वेसन्स प्रोबब्ली एकदमै महत्त्वपूर्ण क्वेसन्स हामीले प्राप्त गरेका छौँ र त्यो क्वेसन्समा जसले रियल बिजनेस गरेको छ र आफ्नो बिजनेसको थ्रु यो देशलाई केही योगदान दिएको छ र हिजो हाम्रो सेसनमा आएर हामी सबैजनालाई भ्यालुएबल इन्फर्मेसन्स जसले सेयर गर्नुभयो क्वेसन आन्सर्समा रियल क्वेसन्स आन्सर्स हामीले गऱ्यौँ उहाँसँग कुराकानी पनि भयो आज उहाँलाई एकपटक फेरि हाम्रो यो 2 दिने क्लक बी बिजनेस इनोभेसन्सले अर्गनाइज गरेको आइडिया डिजाइनिङ समिटको एकजना गुरुको रूपमा र महत्त्वपूर्ण गुरुको रूपमा हामीले लिइराखेका छौँ। एकपटक फेरि म यो स्टेजमा जुन यहाँहरूका क्वेसन्सहरू छन् तिनलाई डिल गर्नका लागि र यो यस्तो हुनसक्छ है भनेर आफ्नो इन्साइट दिनका लागि प्रसिद्ध उद्यमी व्यवसायी व्यापारी र श्रद्धाको साथमा हामीले यो उहाँसँग हिजो कुराकानी गरेका थियौँ शेखर गोल्छा सरलाई म एकपटक फेरि रिक्वेस्ट गर्छु सर। बिल्डिङ ब्रान्डमा जसको बारेमा यहाँले साह्रै राम्रोसँग कुरा गर्नुभएको थियो र साइमन सिनेकको टेड टकको बारेमा कुरा गर्नुभएको थियो। हेर्नुभयो तपाईँहरूले टेड टक साइमन सिनेकको? कतिले हेर्नुभयो है? ग्यारी विनरचक हेर्नुभयो? हेर्नु होला आज गएर, के छैन टाइम छ तपाईँहरूसँग। सर उहाँहरूले भन्न खोजेको के भने यो हाइजेनिक मिट मार्ट यो र सर्भिस एन्ड हेल्पलाइन फर फरेनर्स यदि यो दुईवटा नेचरको बिजनेस स्टार्ट गर्नु पऱ्यो वा गरिरहेछ भने यसको ब्रान्ड कसरी बिल्ड गर्ने?
Thank you. Once again, organizers like धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु to give me an opportunity to speak all of you. Well, hygienic meat mart. Just to let you know, I'm a vegetarian. Okay. तै पनि if I have to build a मैले आफूलाई मैले सोचिरहेको छु कि suppose if I have to build a meat brand in Nepal, how would I do? I would probably think of if I have to build, I will probably try to see a mind of a customer. Oily, non-veg or meat khaneharuko. I think probably one of the prime concern is hygiene. Is it made with good hygiene? Second probably concern would be is it nutritious? Yo jun maile khaireko chu, there are several sort of meat available. Is this nutritious for me? Third will be probably the taste, is it like tasty as I expect it to be? Fourth will be, is it the right price? Is it premiumly priced, it's cheap, or it's what kind of price it's going to be? Plus, I would also assume that this aesthetically, how you're presenting it, these are the things which also matter. So I think, as I was telling you yesterday, brands has to be built with emotion. So it has to be 360 degrees. So you need to first introduce yourself that who are you to sell this product and why are you selling this meat. So for example, if I say that, I have my own farm, for example, so I have my own farm. If it's a goat farm or buff or whatever, so म यो हाइजेनिक कन्डिसनमा यिनीहरूलाई जनावरहरूलाई राखेको छु र मैले प्रोसेस गरेर हाइजेनिक कन्डिसनमा प्रोसेस गरिरहेको छु. So if I have to build a brand, I will probably want to see a picture where maybe these animals are grazing very happy and peacefully, and then if I can convince them on the hygiene and the fact that these are happy animals which till the time they didn't die, so they're happy animals. I think this is something which I would like to put as part of the brand. Second, as I told you, our nutritious values, or if you want to speak about it, that I think if I have to build a brand on meat, I think I will just stick to one thing, is hygiene. That is emotionally touching. If you can convince a brand, which is really from animal life, how it's processed, the meat, if you can present some story and build a brand around it, I think that will be the right strategy for a meat product. Second is service and helpline for foreigners. This is a very interesting thing. I think this is one area which is unexplored. And I think brands can be built on this, but it has to be, because मलाई लाग्छ foreigners-हरुलाई भन्न बित्तिकै most of the people are booking online. So whatever you do, you'll have to keep in mind that it has to be online. Ani, it has to be on their own language. Yesterday I spoke about the Chinese tourists coming here, and the Chinese don't speak English well, so they would like to see something on their own sort of language. So I think a brand which says that we speak your language, we are here because we speak your language, we understand you. If that is the theme of you building a brand, it'll be very comfortable. Now just imagine, as a Nepali, we travel to a remote country called El Salvador, and then suddenly there's something in Nepali saying that, I understand Nepalese, I've lived in Nepal for so long. I know your food, I know what you are, I know what your values are. Immediately there's a connect. I would like to use that company for my services. So I think if you're building a brand as a service and helpline for foreigners, my advice will be, it has to be their language, it has to be completely their feel. It cannot just speak about Nepal, it has to be their feel. So if I have to build a brand, it has to be their language, उनीहरुको sensibilities, उनीहरुको culture को हिसाबले brand build गर्नु पर्छ होला. अनि I think this is how it's going to work. But it has to be online based. Obviously, किनभने अहिले आउने समयमा everybody is booking through online, and coming time I think the entire business is going to be online. So this is what I would like to advise.
Sir, यो 5 senses छ नि human being को कुनै पनि business यो 5 senses को understanding बिना गर्न सकिएला वा हामीले बिजनेस प्लान गर्दाखेरि यो सबै कुराहरूलाई इभेन्चुअली प्रडक्ट प्लेसमेन्टको कुराहरू पनि यही सबैबाट आउँछ यसमा कति केयरफुल हुनुपर्छ बिजनेस गर्दा
No, गर्नुपर्छ तर things are changing, as I was telling obviously for the first hygiene meat part, all the 5 senses will have to be alert and you'll have to address all 5 senses. But for the service and helpline for foreigners, I think it has to be online. It's probably I'm not so sure all 5 senses will be explored in that, or you need to exploit that. So I guess it's with the product, like times are changing. Obviously, context will be very, very different.
Thank you. म अगाडि बढ्छु सर. Next, getting the right stats and strategic steps of doing market research. Elaro sir.
As far as market research is concerned, as an organization, मैले धेरै market researchहरू गराएको छु. So first thing which is in mind is it creditable? जुन information आएको छ, त्यो चाहिँ actually creditable छ कि छैन, in the sense, धेरैचोटि के हुन्छ भने, people just fill it up and there is no recheck, there is no verification of the information what you receive. अनि त्यस्तो जस्तै अब market research company worldwide हेर्ने हो भने there are companies which build up their credibility. So I think if I have to, from a marketing point of view, if I am starting a company of a market research, so I think what I would like to present to a client is I'm creditable. I think that will be the fundamental thing in the sense that on अर्को कुरा, there's a lot of science behind market research. So if you combine these two things, I think primarily creditable with that I'm aware of the science behind it, I'm qualified to do it. अब creditable गर्नको लागि कसरी गर्ने? Obviously, you need to show that how you have re-verified the information which you are trying to extract. एउटा अर्को, you need to show the credibility of your team. So these are the guys, उनीहरू they are we are paying them well, they are not taking any shortcuts, or they are people who are educationally qualified. यस्तो कुराहरू गर्नु भयो भने there could be other things as well that मेरो mechanism मैले एउटा यस्तो build गरेको छु कि जुन पनि information आउँछ, I do a second check from a random person. Something like this. I'm just giving you certain ideas. त्यो भयो भने किनभने sample size नेपालमा it's just हामीले numbers भनिदिन्छु, its sample size has to be 1000 or 500 or 5000, but whenever the information has come, what I feel is दुईटा कुरा, एउटा creditable छैन, अर्को कुरा science. नेपालमा सर्वे गर्नको लागि इट्स अ ह्युज साइन्स वेन यु वान्ट टु एक्सट्र्याक्ट सर्टन इन्फर्मेसन क्वेसन्स क्यानट बी डाइरेक्ट you know it is a science how you take out information, and generally the answers will be a mixture of 2-3 questions. So until unless that is established, so maybe the client doesn't know this. I mean, obviously client doesn't know this, so you need to come up with that science to say that, okay, if this is what you need to want to know, this is how we're going to do, and I have this credibility because my team has this credibility. You tapaile dekhaunu saknu bhayo bhane, I think that will be the marketing idea I would like to give. Another thing is competitor analysis. I think that's part of the market research only. So I would like to say the same. कस्तो हुन्छ भने many a times this market survey tells you what you want to hear. अब तपाईको सबै नेगेटिभ छ भन्यो भने क्लाइन्टले पैसा तिर्दैन होला भन्ने पनि एउटा हुन्छ हैन. सो पिपल वुड लाइक टु मेबी गिभ अ भेरी पोजिटिभ थिङ. त द्याट्स नट द होल आइडिया. यु निड टु नो वाट इट इज. तर नेपालमा के हुन्छ भने द प्रोफेसनलिजम इज सो वी आर स्टिल इन अ भेरी early stages, so client ko pani ab the way they deal with the advertisement agencies and things like this, it is almost like, this is my idea, can you execute it? That sort of thing, which happens many a times in many organizations. It doesn't happen with me, but this is what I feel, that competitor analysis यो सबै गर्ने हो भने एउटा चाहिँ credibility को कुरा भइहाल्यो, अनि अर्को कुरा मैले भने जुन the science behind it.
Okay, next. Government policies with education institutions.
Well, अब यसमा त मैले ब्रान्डको बारेमा, so government policies with educational institutions. So I think this question you need to explain me this, because dealing with government and regulatory bodies, and if I have to explain this on a brand thing,
skip गरौँला सर यसलाई.
No, just one second. Maybe you can ask them who's put up this question.
कसले राख्नु भएको थियो क्वेसन? कुन ग्रुपले? कुनै ग्रुप? You remember? मलाई चाहिँ स्किप नै गर्नु पर्ला सर यसलाई. Customer personalizations, factors for satisfying your customers.
See, it's a very, very general thing. Customer lai satisfy गर्ने, the thing is, there is never a point where you can say I've done enough. म उदाहरणको लागि भन्छु, if you are in a service industry, you cannot never reach a point where you say that this is the best I can do and there's nothing more I can do. There's always will be something more you can do. So as far as satisfaction is concerned, then this is also very subjective, in the sense that you cannot, if you satisfy a customer, his expectation is going to go higher up. So you need to keep that pace. पहिला चाहिँ कुनै जमाना थियो होला, तपाईले suppose you would buy a computer or something, you would be satisfied if you just get a hold of a computer, पछि तपाईले सर्भिसको कुरा गर्नुभयो, अहिले चाहिँ अब इमेजिन गर्नुस्, अहिले तपाईले एउटा कम्प्युटर किन्नुभयो या मोबाइल किन्नुभयो, तपाईको 10 दिनमा बिग्रियो भने तपाईले त्यही लिएर त्यो पसलेको टाउकोमा हिर्काउनुहुन्छ, because your expectations has gone higher, so, and it will keep going higher because of the competition. Your expectations, जुन कसैले बेचिरहेछ उनीहरूले नि हाई गरेको. पहिला तपाईले मोटरसाइकल या गाडी किन्दाखेरि नेपालमा वारेन्टी भने के हुँदैन थियो. अहिले I think everything which is sold is under warranty, whether it's a mobile, whether it's a laptop computer, whether it's a electronic device, it is got a त्यो जहिले पनि त्यो warranty or some kind of guarantee is built in, a satisfaction guarantee or something like this. So factors of satisfying your customers is always, मेरो personal धारणा के छ भने, you should not raise a false expectation. तपाईले जब over promise गर्नुहुन्छ and if you don't deliver, that is the worst policy. You should under promise, over deliver. And this is an advice if I want to do, tell you that all your startups, जहिले पनि आफ्नो communication मा जहिले पनि गर्दाखेरि, maybe it's a difficult thing to get the first order or your first business, but you under promise, over deliver. The moment you do this, तपाईको credibility बढ्छ, र credibility बढ्यो भने you can extract a premium, as I said yesterday. तपाईले premium लिन सक्नुहुन्छ. So it's you need to build your brand of your business like this, you know. So this is what I would like to say, that, you know, limit your, don't allow your expectations to go too high for a customer, which you cannot fulfill. Arko kura, differentiation strategy, how to be different from your competition. This again is very, very subjective. I think it will depend on how a particular product is dealt. Tara, the key to success, yesterday also I mentioned this, the key to success is how you differentiate your product. तपाईले सेम कुरा राखेर ल मेरो सस्तो मात्रै छ भनेर बेच्नु ट्राई गर्नुहुन्छ भने द्याट विल बी द ब्याड स्ट्र्याटेजी. त्यो जमाना गइसकेको छ. तपाईले डिफ्रेन्शिएट गर्न सक्नुपर्छ, तपाईले भ्याल्यु एड गर्न सक्नुपर्छ, र त्यो गरेर तपाईले एक्स्ट्रा प्राइस तपाईले माग्न सक्ने आँट गर्नुपर्छ. र when you get that extra price, you should not feel guilty about it. So this is the key. And what I would like to say is differentiation strategy can be, you know, is very subjective. You know, we can talk on and on. Everything can be differentiated. तपाईले एउटा mineral water bottle पनि छ भने दुईटा mineral water bottle, you can always differentiate that why anybody should buy your water. There could be many things which you can do, you know. And this is, I think, you know, my source is better. मेरो पानीमा नेचुरलनेस छ, मेरो पानी हिमालको you know हिउँ पग्लेर बनेको छ, मेरो पानीमा you know कुनै कन्टामिनेसन हुँदैन, मेरो पानीमा मेरो प्रोसेसिङ इज ह्युमन एलिमेन्ट छैन, मेरो प्रोसेसिङ टोटली अटोमेटेड छ. There could be so many other things which you can differentiate. आज पानी किन्दाखेरि तपाईले 200 रुपैयाँ 500 रुपैयाँको बोतल पनि किन्न सक्नुहुन्छ, र you can buy a 30 rupees 20 rupees bottle as well. So why does somebody pay you for just water? पानी त हो नि, पानीको लागि कसैले किन यति पैसा किन्छ? Why do you buy people buy Evian or Volvic or some premium पानी, you know? उताबाट युरोपबाट आएर त्यो पानी यहाँ एकदमै महँगो छ तर किन्छन्, because they've differentiated because of their brand and because the promise they make with the brand. So त्यो सबै गर्न सक्नुपर्छ. And I think with the product you need to see that how do you differentiate a particular product.
Okay. Social media, is it the best available platform for SMEs?
There is no doubt, and I think there is no, it's a no-brainer in the sense that social media today is the most effective mode of communication. मलाई थाहा छ यहाँ बसिराख्नु भएको कतिजना तपाईहरुले फेसबुक अहिले भक्कर चेक गरिराख्नु भएको छ. Probably you checked every 10 minutes to see what your update is or what your friend is updated. And obviously, you know, when everybody is doing this, the most effective media of communication is social media. I mean, so there is no way about it. And त्यसमा के हुन्छ भने you can do it very focused approach. You can profile your customer, focused approach भएकोले सस्तो पनि पर्न सक्छ. अनि this is one area where even a small business to a very large business सबैले exploit गर्न सक्छ social media लाई. And this is something of a future. Worldwide trend हेर्ने हो भने मलाई लाग्छ all the more spending on social media यो trend चाहिँ बढेको छ. And if I haven't checked the figures, तर मेरो assumption अनुसार युरोपमा and US मा maybe 60% 70% of the total media spend now is on social media. नेपालमा चाहिँ अहिले पनि मलाई लाग्छ total media spend को 5 to 7% मात्रै social media मा छ होला. तर in given time, and I think this is not going to take time, within 2 years maybe 50% of the budget people want to spend in Nepal will be in social media. And because it is very effective and because it is very focused, it is cheap as well. You know, cheap banale affordable. So I think there is no doubt social media is the best platform for SMEs. And traditional media is what
applicability
for business according to business nature and size. See, times are changing. Traditional media is going to pass. Newsweek, just the magazine, June, you know, I mean, it used to be such a prestigious magazine, doesn't exist anymore. It's only online. And newspaper pani, it is just a matter of time before it's going to become online. Worldwide, you know, people want whatever they want to do. It's your mobile device which is going to give you all the information. So tradition is over. You know, our traditionally akhbar ma ya magazines or even electronic media, television and all, you know, अहिले चाहिँ टेलिभिजनमा आउने समयमा most of the things is going to be online. You know, you are not going to subscribe to any channels. Whatever you want to watch, you know, I mean, the technology is available even in Kathmandu today. And I'm sure many of you are doing that. Whatever program you want to watch, you straight away do it through the various channels, which is online channels, you know. So times are changing, and so it's going to be, I think traditional media is under threat. A lot of people might not agree to this, किनभने नेपालमा धेरै slowly भइरहेको छ, तर I think this is something which you can see all around the world, that traditional medias are just fading away.
So are you on social media?
Sorry?
तपाईँ आफै हुनुहुन्छ सोसल मिडियामा?
Yes, I am.
बन्दिनु पर्यो किन सो कनेक्ट गर्न चाहिराख्नु भयो होला उहाँहरूले. सो फेसबुक, ट्विटर, इन्स्टाग्राम केमा हुन्छ?
Sure. So you can like my page in Facebook. It's called Shekhar Golchha. So you can.
That's it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Next. Are you done? Is it? Okay. Sir, questions त यति नै हो. तर अब यहाँ स्टेजमा भइसकेपछि आज सेकेन्ड डे क्लोजिङ अलमोस्ट अब हामी क्लोज आइसक्यौँ. सो एस्पायरिङ एन्टरप्रेनर्स जसले हामीलाई हिजो र आज इभेन्ट लिनुभयो, उहाँहरूलाई केही छ सर तपाईँको तर्फबाट? हुन त हात रेज गरिराख्नु भएको छ, म त्यो आएन.
My brother, you know, I wish I can give you exact answer for this, but unfortunately there is no fixed formula for this. It will all depend on the sort of product you have, the sort of budgets you have, the sort of risk you are willing to take, you know. तर मैले जुन हिजो भने, it has to be emotional. You will have to connect to your customer emotionally. The moment you connect emotionally, it is far easier to build a brand. तपाईले इमोशनली कनेक्ट गर्न सक्नु भएन भने, just to show your product, your features, or your you know, price will not help you sell the product. अनि which is true all around the world, which is true in Nepal as well. अब नेपालमा तपाईँ अब मलाई एउटा स्पेसिफिक एक्जाम्पल दिनुहुन्छ भने यसको ब्रान्ड कसरी बिल्ड गर्नुहुन्छ तपाईँले? I mean, I'm assuming that you are you know, you will be asking me, you know, give me a specific product. मैले केही एक्जाम्पल्स त दिएको छु, तर give me a product which you have in mind. Consultancy. So consultancy again, which मैले जुन अघि भने, नेपालमा consultancy गर्ने हो भने consultancy, if some मैले सोचिरहेको छु as a client, some company comes and presents me कि म एउटा consulting firm छु भनेर, मेरो first question हुन्छ, you know, maybe are they creditable? Do they know what they're doing? Why would I should take consultancy from them? Third would be, you know, I want to see their track record. You know, what kind of endorsements, what kind of, you know, companies they've worked before. उनीहरूले कस्तो satisfaction कति थियो, यो कुरा म गर्न चाहन्छु. So I think consultancy भयो भने, you know, I mean, either you have a huge experience, your past experience भयो भने, अनि त्यसपछि you can say that, okay, I have worked in, you know, government of Nepal for 20 years. In agriculture. So I am here, I know everything, how government functions. I can give you consultancy if you want to do a certain thing on agriculture. There's a certain credibility built into it. Or त्यो credibility भएन भने, it's not going to be easy, you know. I mean, these days so many things is just, you know, I mean, information is available in Google. And you know, to establish a consulting firm without a track record of credibility is not going to be easy. You know, of course, if it is a market-based information which you are collecting, just I have, you know, Nepal ko मैले सबै mapping गरेको छु सबै retail shop लाई, and you know, I can give you information, I can consult you if you want to do this. What is your universe is going to be like? अनि तपाईले कसरी मार्केटमा जान सक्नुहुन्छ भन्ने कुरा, तपाईले के information, objective information लिएर आउन सक्नुहुन्छ. तर at the same time, I would assume that, you know, unless you yourself are equipped or you have some kind of experience to share. You have worked for, say, you know, I've worked in a FMCG company for 20 years and I have mapped all the retail shops and this is how I want to help you. You know, if that's the pitch, it is understandable. Otherwise, just to build a consultancy is a very tricky game. You cannot advertise for it. You cannot say that, I am a consulting firm and you should use my services. Until unless people will want to see the depth of your organization, nobody is going to give you a business. So I think to depth create गर्नु पर्छ अनि मात्रै possible छ.
ओके तपाईँले ह्यान्ड रेज गरिराख्नु भएको छ के छ क्वेसन तपाईँको अब तपाईँले बोल्नुभयो सुन्छौँ हामी
म दुईटै प्रश्नको जवाब दिन्छु पहिलो प्रश्न इट्स भेरी क्लोज टु माई हार्ट है तपाईँले सोधिहाल्नु भयो एउटा आर्टिकल मैले लेखेको थिएँ कि म नेपाली उनलाई के गर्नुपर्छ समथिङ विच आई वुड लाइक टु सेयर यङ्स्टर्सहरू पनि हुनुहुन्छ टाइम्स आर चेन्जिङ इट्स नट अबाउट ब्लड इट्स नट अबाउट your DNA. It's about how you feel for the country. It's about your contribution towards the country. Obama he's got origins in Africa. Today he's a president of America. कसैले त्यहाँ भन्छ उसलाई कि यो African American, how he can become the president of United States. He's one of the most popular American president in America. मैले भन्न खोजेको कि अनि अब आउने जमानामा वी क्यान नट ह्याभ क्लोज्ड माइन्ड द्याट जनजातिको कुरा गर्छौँ हामी हामी आफ्नो मैले हिजो पनि भने तपाईँलाई वी टक अबाउट आवर एथिकल भ्याल्युज एन्ड थिङ्स लाइक दिस इट्स ओन्ली वान इट्स नेपाली तपाईँ नेपाली नागरिक हुनुहुन्छ तपाईँले नागरिकता लिनुभएको छ भने कुनै पनि हालतले एक अर्कालाई डिफ्रेन्सिएट गर्न मिल्दैन इट इज अनलफुल एन्ड इट इज हर्टिङ होइन मेरो एक्सेन्ट नेपाली बोल्दाखेरि हुनसक्छ कि अलि अरूको कोही भन्दा फरक हुनसक्छ द्याट डज नट मेक मी लेस नेपाली होइन यो सोचबाट हामी बाहिर निस्कनुपर्छ होइन अब यो के भएको थियो भने आई हेड रिप्रेजेन्टेड आजभन्दा माई फ्यामिली इज रिप्रेजेन्टेड नेपाल 60 वर्ष पहिला युनाइटेड नेसनमा अस्ति मलाई यो मैले आर्टिकल लेख्नुभन्दा पहिला I had represented Nepal into earthquake पछि ठ्याक्कै पछि मैले नेपालमा लगानी गर्नको लागि इट्स सेफ भनेर मैले रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्दाखेरि मलाई कसैले कमेन्ट गरे यस्तो गर्दाखेरि नेपाली ब्लड भएको मान्छेले गर्दाखेरि राम्रो हुन्थ्यो अनि त्यो कुराले मलाई हर्ट गरेर मैले यो आर्टिकल लेखेको थिएँ कि मेरो नेपाली ब्लड छैन र मैले अब के गरौँ मेरो एज एन अर्गनाइजेसन वी आर इम्प्लोइङ 17,000 पिपल वी आर वान अफ द हाइएस्ट ट्याक्स पेयर्स इन द कन्ट्री अब म के गरौँ अब होइन म 150 वर्षको मेरो हिस्ट्री छ मेरो फ्यामिलीको नेपालमा मेरो 150 वर्ष पहिला म यहाँबाट यहाँ जन्मेको मेरो हजुरबुवा या उहाँभन्दा पहिला उहाँ यहाँ हुनुहुन्थेन होला इन्डियाबाट आउनुभएको होला बट आई एम एज नेपाली एज एनी नेपालीज क्यान बिकम मभन्दा बढी नेपाली कोही हुन सक्दैन होइन तर समबडी च्यालेन्जेस माई नेसनालिटी देन इट हर्ट्स कि आजको जमानामा दिस थिङ्स डोन्ट म्याटर वेयर यु ओरिजिन्स आर कसको ओरिजिन कहाँ थियो भनेर इट्स जस्ट अ म्याटर अफ टाइम इट्स जस्ट अ स्केल अफ टाइम र यो कुराबाट हामी यङ्स्टर्सहरू पनि निस्किनुपर्छ बिकज यो कुरालाई हामीले समातिरह्यौँ भने यसले हामीलाई कहीँ लग्दैन आज अमेरिकन्सहरूले त्यो एफ्रो अमेरिकनलाई प्रेसिडेन्ट बनाएन त्यो बेला त कसैले सोचेन भनेपछि यो सोच हामीले चेन्ज गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने कुरा मेरो आर्टिकल थियो वान सेकेन्ड तपाईँको सेकेन्ड प्रश्न के थियो अभियसली तपाईँले जुन प्रडक्ट बेचिराख्नु भएको छ यु निड टु एडभर्टाइज फर द्याट प्रडक्ट होइन तर एट द सेम टाइम यु निड टु इमोसनली कनेक्ट तपाईँको जुन ट्रेडिङ फर्म छ त्यो नाम पनि हुनुपर्छ तर मलाई लाग्छ इट विल डिपेन्ड लाइक फर इक्जाम्पल तपाईँले कुन प्रडक्टको कुरा गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ एकचोटि उदाहरणको लागि भन्नुहोस् त सो अभियसली आई थिङ्क at one stage तपाईको मेबी इनिशियल स्टेज तपाईँले आफ्नो फर्मको क्रेडिबिलिटी पनि देखाउनुपर्छ होइन अब झ्यालडोका तपाईँले गरिराख्नु भएको छ भने आई मिन अन्टिल अनलेस अब इट्स अ भेरी कमोडिटाइज प्रडक्ट होइन, त्यसमा चाहिँ ब्रान्डको क्रेडिबिलिटी बिकज इट्स अ सर्टन ब्रान्ड आई वान्ट टु बाई अ सर्टन झ्यालडोका त्यो कुरा चाहिँ त्यति इस्टाब्लिस गर्न त्यति सजिलो छैन होला होइन, अन्टिल अनलेस युआर अ मल्टिनेसनल कम्पनीको तपाईँले कुनै गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ भने इट्स डिफ्रेन्ट. सो आई थिङ्क बोथ विल हेभ टु गो ह्यान्ड इन ह्यान्ड सो then I think you should definitely speak about the product first. तर तपाईले आफ्नो फर्मको नाम चाहिँ कन्टिन्युसली विथ अ प्रपर लोगो चाहिँ मेन्टेन गर्नुपर्छ.
थ्याङ्क यू. लास्ट क्वेसन, आजलाई लास्ट क्वेसन लिउँ यो इभिनिङको लागि. हामीले अरू क्वेसन्सहरू तपाईँको 15 जनाको ग्रुप यहीँ हुनुहुन्छ, केही हुनुहुन्छ र उहाँहरूले के कुरालाई हाइलाइट गरिराख्नु भएको छ सर? बेरोजगारहरूबाट चलेको रोजगारीमूलक मासु पसल उहाँहरूको आइडिया त्यो हो.
मैले हिजो पनि भने म एकदम आकर्षित हुन्छु जब न्यू कमर्स यङ केटाहरूले प्यासनेटली कुनै आइडिया प्रेजेन्ट गर्छन् र त्यसको भायबिलिटी हुनसक्छ भने आई थिङ्क म एकदम त्यसको आइ एम अ फ्यान अफ द्याट. किनभने आउने समयमा लार्ज बिजनेस हाउसेसले गरेको आइडियाज might not be successful. It is the small entrepreneurs, it is the driven people, it is that small and medium enterprises which has the future for Nepal. अब जहाँसम्म मिटको कुरा छ, maybe as far as processing of meat or selling meat is concerned, I mean to be very candid, I'm being a vegetarian is something which I don't understand. So I might not be interested to look at meat products and त्यसको लागि चाहिँ मेरो restrictions, मेरो mental block हुन सक्छ. I have nothing against people who eat meat. मेरो सबैजना साथीले खान्छन्, म मेरो सँगै बसेर खाँदाखेरि पनि मलाई छैन. तर म चाहिँ I have not because of religious reason. It is just that I am a vegetarian. I will not eat meat. So for me to sell meat is a little uncomfortable. So it might not happen with me. But I can guide you into meeting the right people, or if you need any advice on that, you're most welcome to come to my office. But personally, for me to be involved on a meat product, maybe it's not possible.
Okay. अब हामी क्लोजिङतिर छौँ. विनय सर एउटा लिदिन्छु ल, यो चाहिँ लास्ट क्वेसन आजको लागि, ल राख्नुहोस्. यसलाई बिजनेसको रूपमा
अब भ्याल्युजलाई मार्केट कसरी गर्ने, मैले तपाईँको बुझेको क्वेसन त्यही हो कि माई एजुकेसन विल ह्याभ मोर भ्याल्युज, हाउ डु आई मार्केट द्याट, See, the thing is, it's a very tricky thing. As a youngsters, like, if you just talk about youngsters like appeal garne भने, I will teach you values of Nepal. You know, I'm not sure this is a selling proposition. You know, तर same thing if it's communicated to your parents. You know, or अलिकति उनीहरूको अभिभावकलाई तपाईले कम्युनिकेट गर्ने हो भने भ्याल्युजको कुरा कि तपाईको छोराछोरीलाई म values, you know, I will give them Nepali values, you know. Maybe there is a marketing pitch to it, you know. तर at the same time, you know, अब तपाईले youngster स्कुलमा तपाईले अब कुन लेभलको स्कुल खोलिराख्नु भएको छ किनभने कलेजको डिसिजन्स स्कुल डिसिजन्स कलेजको डिसिजन्स मलाई लाग्छ जनरली individuals take themselves, हैन. सो एसएलसी को माथि जनरली मैले देखेको अनुसार एसएलसी पास गरिसकेका जनरली केटाहरूले अब म आफै सोच्छु आई नो ड्याड तपाईहरुले मलाई एडभाइस गर्नुभयो ठिक छ तर लेट मी टेक माई ओन डिसिजन जस्तो स्टेजमा छन् भने उनीहरुलाई भ्याल्युजको कुरा मेबी इट हैज टु बी you know, part of your education. You cannot make it a marketing pitch. But at the same time, if you're doing a school, class 10 भन्दा पहिलाको school, and then you speak about values, because class 10 भन्दा पहिला the parents take a call that, you know, where your children want to go. So parents haruko लागि it is a very appealing thing. So I think, you know, honestly, college ma if I hear, you know, values ko kura गर्ने हो भने, you know, maybe it's not a marketing pitch, so maybe not a great idea.
Thank you. Thank you. Clockbee Business Innovations ले organize गरेको Innovation Ideas Event को second day र आज हामीसँग गुरुको रूपमा अन्तिम गुरु आज रहनुभयो जोसँग हामीले थुप्रै कुराहरू सिक्यौं शेखर गोल्छा ज्यू उहाँलाई थ्यांक यू भन्दिनका लागि म क्लकबी का डाइरेक्टर डिलीराज जोशी ज्यूलाई हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्छु सर यो लाइटमा आइदिनु होला सर लाइटमा अलिकति
थ्यांक यू
र यो चाहिँ पुष्पगुच्छा टोपी र के भन्ने त्यसलाई मफलर ढाका खादाको मफलर अब सुहायो एकदमै सुहायो सर Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your time. 2 दिनसम्म हामीलाई साथ दिनुभयो सर. Thank you. Thank you so much.